You may go into the divorce process thinking it's going to be uncontested and the other spouse is just simply going to sign a divorce settlement agreement, and then they decide that they're not going to sign it. And so the question becomes, what happens next? At that point, if there's no settlement agreement, there's no agreement to be had, we're going to move forward toward litigation. And you're ultimately going to litigate the case until you get to a final hearing where all the evidence is going to be presented. And then once the court hears all the evidence, they're going to issue a final judgment. And the final judgment will grant the dissolution, hopefully. As long as the marriage is irretrievably broken and you've been a resident of the state of Florida, that should be no issue. The divorce judgment will discuss issues on equitable distribution and lay out how the property and debts are going to be divided. If there's children involved, there will be a parenting plan that's entered by the court, and the judge will come up with a solution there as well, making sure that the parents have effective time sharing and how decisions will be handled for the children. The final judgment will also cover alimony if alimony was asked for, and either grant it or deny it and spell out the terms for alimony. And the final judgment can also address attorney's fees if one spouse may owe the other party attorney's fees, or the court may decline to grant attorney's fees. But the judge will ultimately decide the case for you if you can't reach an agreement. And I strongly encourage people, if they can reach an agreement, because while the judge is good and schooled, no one knows your case like you, no one knows your family like you. And when you settle it, your fate still remains in your hands to some degree. When you go to a final hearing, you're giving all that decision-making power to the judge, and while they're a good person, that's having a stranger actually make a determination for very personal issues, from finance to your children, and you're going to be bound by that decision unless you appeal it and win.